Everybody, this is a campground review of the Bowling Green KOA in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
By our epic field trip.
Welcome to our epic field trip. We lived the typical American dream, advancing through the school of life and learning lessons along the way. Then we met some folks who were doing life another way, living and traveling in their RVs.
So we decided to go on our own epic field trip to see what we could experience and learn in wide open spaces.
Come along with us. So we stayed at this campground kind of spur of the moment. We actually were fleeing North Carolina as Hurricane Florence was bearing down. So we needed to get west a little quicker than we had initially planned. So we found the Bowling Green KOA holiday. It's of course in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and it did provide a safe shelter in the storm for us, and we stayed there I think 4 or 5 days. So what did you think about our stay at KOA?
Let's see here. I liked the proximity of, they had a really nice sports park there. I liked it. We could go over there and walk, and we met a couple of nice people over there, and had a aerospace park over there with some planes that have been refurbished. I really like that. And obviously it's Bowling Green, so you know, the Corvette Museum was there, and we definitely liked that. As far as the park goes, it was nonplus. I liked the camp shop. They had a nice place you could get some stuff.
The camp store, yeah.
Camp store, yeah, that was nice. That's about it on my side. Yeah.
You know, the sites, I remember the sites we were in, kind of like the newer area that was further back rather to of the park, and actually it ended up being very close to I-64, the highway, and you get a lot of road noise from that. Now, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, it was super hot, so we didn't spend a lot of time outside.
No, we did not.
We kind of stayed indoors quite a bit. We did get some rain as well while we were there from the storm. And you know, I didn't appreciate the road noise, and that newer area was also very clear of trees. There wasn't a lot of shade there.
No.
Now that being said, as you come into the park, it's more established, and there's a nice pond off to the right. You can fish in the pond, and there's some nice landscaping and features.
Cabins, they had some nice cabins on the lake.
Yep, some really nice cabins. Those are new additions as well. So we didn't get a chance to go in the cabins, but from the outside they look like they're in pretty good shape.
They did.
So that might be an option to try. It did have a nice playground for kids.
They did.
Brand new equipment, looked like brand new laid out, had a soft surface so that if the kids are falling down off the equipment, they could land safely.
And it was fenced in.
It was fenced in, so you could kind of feel more comfortable with the kids. They also had a fenced in dog park as well.
They did.
So that was handy. They did have a pool. The pool looked like it was in good condition. Not a lot of people using the pool. They have, of course, the bathhouse and laundry facilities as well. The park is close, like you said, to what Bowling Green has to offer. In addition to the aviation park and the Corvette Museum, there was a nice little recreational sports type of park within a mile or two, couple miles maybe, and there's some walking path areas there, so we kind of enjoyed that. And I really enjoyed the Lost River Cave. As a matter of fact, I think we'll do a separate post and video about some of the attractions around Bowling Green, because some of them were pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, that Lost River Cave was pretty cool. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So when we get that up there, we'll send out a little post and let you guys know about that. Now, you know, speaking of our site, I think we were both a little bit put off by, even though it was in a new area and it was for big rigs, the site itself was really small. It had a nice concrete patio, but remember how close the
Hookups
neighbors'
with the neighbor.
hookups were?
Yeah.
I mean, they were right on the edge of the patio.
Yeah.
And I wish I had gotten a picture or some video of that, and I probably will do a little bit of that in the future if we see things like that. And so that really kind of threw us off, and like I said, we didn't spend a lot of time outdoors, but if we had, that probably would not have been too pleasant.
No.
And then as we were driving in and out of the park, we did notice that there were quite a few long-term residents, like season pass or season holders,
Yes.
along one side of it, and some of those sites looked pretty rough. Some of them were in a good bit of disarray and kind of had some litter and equipment that needed to just be thrown away. So I think they might be able to do a better job of kind of policing and making sure that folks just stay picked up around their sites a little bit better.
Yeah, especially if they're long term.
Yeah. Now, all of that being said, I will say that the staff that run the park and run the camp store were fantastic. So we had a couple of special requests while we were there, and they were very happy to accommodate that. We received a good number of packages while we were there, and they were super helpful around that, had no issues getting our packages as well. So staff is fantastic. It looks like they are, in general, implementing a lot of improvements around the park. There were some works going on that we saw.
Yeah, a lot of electrical work and plumbing work.
Yeah, so there's some upgrades happening. So it looks like things are on the upswing there at that park. So if you'd like to see more details about this park, I'll put a link down below, and that'll take you to our website with a blog post that has a printable summary of the review and some additional details as well. Thanks.
Thank you.
And maybe in our world here, there lives a happy little mountain.